All right, so early start this morning. I am on the way right now to Enterprise to grab one of those box trucks that have the lift gate on it. That way I could go pick up the crate and then I'm going to take it to my garage until I figure out what I'm going to do with this thing. So probably some of you guys, I mean, it's obvious from the title of this video of what I'm getting. Some of you guys still don't believe it, but yeah, this is true. This is really happening. And I am on the way right now to go grab that rental, and then we're gonna head down to the dealership to pick up the crate. So I'll see you guys when I get the rental, and then we'll talk a little bit more on how I got a hold of this thing. So here we are. I didn't know this place was by the airport. I just come here a lot, but I'm gonna find a spot to park my truck, and then I'm gonna get the rental, and then of course when I bring it back, I'll take my truck. So I'm gonna go ahead, go inside, get checked in, and then I don't know where I'm supposed to park, but. All right, so here she is. It's my first time driving one of these, but I'm gonna go park my truck right against that fence, and then we're gonna go back and get in the rental. Right over there should be fine. Feels like I'm about to drop a school bus. All right. Seatbelt first. Yeah, this steering wheel's so freaking huge. So I had the camera set up over here and recording myself while I'm driving, but this whole car is like rattling and vibrating, so the camera was like a little shaky. So I'm gonna hold it like this and kind of give you guys a quick overview of what happened and how I got a hold of this thing. Suspension sucks on this. So how I got a hold of this, so as you guys know from the last video, you guys know that I work for a dealer, and I'm into the whole parts thing, right? So I'm able to locate what other dealers have, you know, what's available and what's going around, you know, all over the whole US. So for 3 years, ever since this motor got introduced in, you know, in SEMA back in 2018, I've been trying to buy one, but of course back then I didn't have the funds for it, and it wasn't the proper move to go spend 30 grand on a crate at the time where you could buy a whole, you know, salvage Hellcat for that much. So now of course I have the funds to do so, and I really wanted one of these because they're so hard to come by, and I haven't seen one actual build on YouTube of a Hellephant. You know, I've seen, I think, one Demon that they already put the Hellephant motor in it, but I'm talking about a real build, like step by step, tearing it down, installing and all that, and it's never been done. Unless I'm wrong, you guys can comment down below and tag me to the video. So, so I've been checking, you know, on, and I was trying to see who has one available for sale. And the thing is, whoever had one for sale was either not selling it, even if you offered them like a crazy amount of money, or they were just using it for their own personal build. So there was 4 or I think 5 available in all the dealerships across the US, or 4, I think it was 4. And I was calling around. Most of them will have like a comment under the dealership information saying that, you know, it's not for sale, or if it is for sale, this is the type of money they want. And I'm talking, they're asking like 6 figures for this motor. I'm not even joking. They're asking crazy amount of money for this thing because they know you can't get your hand on one of these. And if I have the part number handy, I'll post it on the screen over here, and then you guys can try to Google it yourself and see if one of these are available. But I called this one dealership. I'm not going to disclose their information just for privacy. And I talked to the parts manager, and he's like, yeah, we'll sell it to you. And I couldn't even believe it. My parts manager, my boss, couldn't even believe it himself. So I sent him a check the next day. I'll tell you guys the price in a different video if you want, and you could try to guess the price, what I paid for it. Remember, this thing was like 30 grand when they released it, and it sold out in like an hour, which was crazy. I'm not sure how many they made. I think they sold like 100 units or something, but they sold out, and then they stopped making them since 2018. So when you buy the motor, you have to buy these 2 kits with it. It's like an accessory kit and like the alternator and all those extra stuff that's supposed to go along. and that thing is an additional couple grand too. So I got everything. He had everything with him. He boxed it up. He put on a pallet for me. We sent a company over to pick it up, and then we delivered it to the dealership I work for. And that's why I'm in this thing, because I don't have my pickup truck anymore, so I couldn't load it on that. So we're on the way to pick it up with this. I'm gonna take it to my house for now until I figure out what am I gonna do with it. I really want to put it in my Trackhawk. I really think it's gonna be sweet. I seen one guy do it before. I don't remember his name, but this thing sounds like a beast. It's cammed, it's factory cammed from Mopar. It's like built, you know, you plug and play, so you don't have to do any more work to it. It comes with 1,000 horsepower, which is insane. Remember, this thing is a 7-liter motor, not a 6.2, not a 6.4, 7 liters, and it has a 3-liter supercharger. The Hellcat, the regular Hellcat has a 2.4. The Demons and the Red Eyes come with a 2.7. This thing has a 3-liter. That's like the size of a Honda Civic engine, man. That's crazy, or double the size of that. So, yeah, enough talking. I'm gonna go load this thing up, and we'll take it to the house, do an unboxing video, show you guys what's inside it. I'm not gonna lie, I already popped off the lid on top of it because I'm impatient and I really wanted to see this thing. What the freak. But I put everything back together, so it looks like I never touched it. But once we load it up, we'll take it to the house, and then we'll slowly go through it and then show you guys what's in it, if you ever do buy one of these. And there she is. Let's see if you guys can see it. Yes, sir. Now we're gonna head back. I didn't record it just because I want to keep my place of business private. But we're on the way. Go back to the garage now and get this thing unloaded on camera. Go, brothers. Alright, so now I have it in the garage. I'm gonna give you guys a quick peek, and then we're gonna do a full review later on. Let me disconnect this thing because it keeps honking. Alright, so I got it strapped down. Like I said, I already opened it before. This thing was full of nails, as you can see the holes. But I got it strapped down so it doesn't move. You ready for this? These two boxes are the accessories, the wire harness, and all that stuff that goes with it. Be at the top of the box. Yeah. You ready? Big dog shit, boy. You thought I was playing, huh? Hellephant. Hard. I think this thing's harder.
In there.
That's a flywheel. Look what it says right here. It takes 10W60 synthetic oil. That's the type of oil they use like in Ferraris and shit.
Oh, man, it's different though.
The 7-liter motor.
The pulleys are the same.
3-liter charger, has upgraded pulleys. It's a built motor, so it's made to handle.
Oh, these are upgraded pulleys?
Yeah. Alright, so that was like a quick little show off, but I'm gonna be back. I have to return this rental because I only had it for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go back to the garage and then start unboxing the packages, show you guys what's in those, and we'll talk about what we think of what car is gonna go in. Alright, so I dropped off the rental, going back to my truck. I have things to do, but once I'm done with that, I'll go back to the garage and I'll finish up that video for you guys. Alright, so this part of the video is being recorded like 2 weeks after I did the last part because I got caught up with so much other stuff. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna put it in the sun, that way we can see what we're looking at, and then we'll talk about what's in here. I think I already revealed the crate and how that looks, but there's some stuff in the boxes that you guys gotta see. So let's get this thing out of here. It's freaking hot today. That should be good enough. Go ahead and drop it down. Alright, so of course I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, but I'm gonna take these 2 boxes off. I'm gonna take this top cover off, and then we'll there's a package inside of here too. It's a flywheel, and these are all the accessories that came with it. Actually, these don't come with it, you gotta buy them separately, but I bought everything together. So let me do that, and then we'll talk about what's in there. So this is the top part of the crate. It says 426 Mopar, but this thing was blocked in with pieces of wood all around, and I had a whole bunch of nails, as you can see. But of course I got the nails out because it would have been forever to do it on camera and just boring you guys out. So I took it off. I'm gonna take the top part off, and then I'll show you guys a motor again. I'm probably gonna save this top part. I can hang it or something. That's that. And then here's a crate. Hellephant motor. This is a flywheel over here. Let's see if I can reach for it. Right over here is a flywheel. So I'm gonna keep that in there. Pretty sure you guys know how flywheel looks. It gets installed to the back of the motor between the engine and the transmission. And let's talk about the engine in a second, but let me grab a razor blade. I'll cut up these boxes open, and then you guys will see what's in here. All right, so as you can see, I already took this stuff apart before because I wanted to make sure everything was here before I signed off on it on delivery. But I didn't go through it. I just looked at it, you know, real quick. I seen that nothing's really looks like it's missing, but I don't know what's in here. But starting off in this box, we have, I believe this is the PCM. Let's see. Yep, this is the PCM. This crate literally comes with everything you need to like install in any car and get it started and running. So this is the PCM you have to install with the car and to get it started. So depending on what kind of car I'm gonna put it in, maybe it'd be less work because the Mopar stuff kind of just fits each other. In here, this is the wire harness, I believe. Yes, it is. Let me set the camera somewhere. I'll set it right over here. All right, that's good. All right. So in this box, we got the wire harness. I think this is for the engine side. Nope, never mind. This is the interior one. So if you're gonna put this in a different car that's not a Mopar, you have to install this harness. I think if you're using it as in a Charger or a 300, something that has, it looks like the same thing. This is your bus communication over here, but I gotta double check that. This is the engine harness over here. The bigger one. This goes to your injectors and all that stuff. This is your power. So this you have to install for sure. Because right now, the engine harness is not installed. So everything's unplugged. So that's what you have right over here. So 2 harnesses are in this box. There's something else in here too. I'm not sure what this is. It's probably like a fuel pump controller or something. If you guys know what that is, let me know. So that's it for box number 1. Next up, oh, it comes with some instructions. If you're not really into cars, I guess you follow this step by step. Wow, they even give you charts for the dyno. Around 1,000 horsepower right there. I'm pretty sure that's to the crank, not to the wheel. But we'll go through that some other time. And here, this is a fuel pump controller. I know that because this goes in the quarter panel on the passenger side. So that's that, we're gonna need that for sure. Unless the part number's the same, I gotta double check. In here, we have CAN bus interface device. So I guess another communication type thing. So that's that one. Come on. And then finally you have your oxygen sensors. They give you 2 of them. And then this one goes into your intake. This is the air temp sensor right over there. That's really it. What's in this box? And then you got your ground strap over here if you need ground. It's like an extension. So I'm gonna put this back in this box. I'll uncover this one. And then we didn't go through this one either. In here, I'm gonna get a razor blade, cut this one open. Oh, this is the accelerator pedal, gas pedal. So that's it. Everything is going back in this box, and this is part of the air cleaner. I think the other part is in here. I'm not for sure, but this is part of it right over here. I'm not gonna tape it back up because I'm gonna reopen anyway. So let's open this one now. These are the accessories. So this is your drive belt. That has to go on the engine, of course. And these over here, let's see what's inside this one. That's your power steering pump. I think I'm gonna go electrical on this, unless I can't find one with a electrical setup. But the electric power steering is a lot better than the one with the pump. Just better handling. But they give it to you anyways, so you can install it if you need it. But what I mean by that is, instead of putting the pump over here, you could just put a regular pulley, and that will control the power steering without having a pump to it. I'll show you guys what I mean in a video when we're actually installing it. But it's possible. That answers your question. In here, I think they got like a check-off list. So you have your generator, your bolts, idler pulley, tensioner, power steering pump, which we just unboxed. Let's see what's in here. What is this? So 2 more boxes left. Let's go open this one. I think this is the AC compressor. Nope, this is the alternator. So that's what they call a generator. That was good. And then the last box we have, I think it's like the bolts and hardware. Yep, so you got your bolts in here. Idler pulley. Right over here. But I guess they don't give you an AC compressor, so you gotta buy that separately. So that's really it for the packages. Let's put this back in here. And I'll put this back on top. Drive belt. Alright, so now moving on to the interesting stuff, the motor itself. If you guys don't know what this is, just a quick background. Back in 2018, Chrysler/Mopar released this crate motor that pushes 1,000 horsepower out of the box. So as you can see, you get all the parts with it. It's ready to get installed, plug and play, and you got 1,000 horsepower car and whatever you want to put it in. So it's a 7-liter. It has a 3-liter supercharger on it, which is massive. If you guys don't know, the regular Hellcat's got a 2.4 liter. The Demons and the Red Eyes got a 2.7. This thing has a 3-liter supercharger. And then of course it's built. It's not like a factory motor. It has a factory upper and lower pulleys. They did that straight out of the box. It's aluminum block, so it's a lot lighter. It has upgraded pistons, cams, and all that stuff. So it's built like a race motor, you know what I mean? And then in here, if you guys read that, it says you gotta fill with oil. 10W60, I've never heard of that oil ever. So it's a pretty special oil got put in here. But everything else should fit. So if I want to put this like in a 300 or a Charger, it's basically the same setup. It's just different internals and of course a different supercharger. But looking at it, everything looks the same. Like where the lines go for the supercharger, for the coolant. Everything else looks just like a regular Hellcat. So as of now, I honestly don't know what to put it in. I'm still debating on whether I should sell it, make some money on it. I'm not gonna reveal the price on what I paid for it just yet. Just know the price was $30,000 back when you could buy it in 2018. But I bet you can't even find one now because no one wants to sell it. Everyone's putting them in cars. So I got really lucky on it. I did some research. I was able to get my hands on one, just like how I explained in the first part. But if someone's out there interested in buying it and you guys can make me a fair price and a fair offer, I will probably sell it and then put that money in something else. But as of now, I do want to make a build with it. It's gonna be some good content for the channel, and it's an investment. That's what I really bought it for. But other than that, it's really it. I mean, this whole thing comes off, this outer part. So if you want to display it, it's tied down to a lower board. And I'm gonna put it back in the garage. I'm gonna put the stuff back on top of it. And then stay tuned, we got so much other stuff going on. The Red Eye 300 is almost finished. It's getting painted as we speak. So that should be done at the end of the week. I got interesting information on the Trackhawk. I got a buyer for it. And I was actually planning to put this in the Trackhawk, but then I seen that someone already did it. So I'm like, that won't be as exciting because I thought I was gonna be the first person to do it. But other than that, that's really it for the unboxing. Sorry it took so long. I just got caught up with other stuff and just had the time to do it now. So I'm gonna cover it back up, put it back in the garage, and I'll see you guys back on the next video.